Hey guys, it's Colin. Hope everybody's having an outstanding day. So a couple weeks ago in a video, I talked about the warm weather that has been in Maryland recently. But now I'm getting payback for that. I talked about how it was like in the 70s. I think it was 3 weeks ago. And now all of a sudden it's in its 40s. So I feel your pain, all my Canadian friends and people up north. So payback's a bitch, and my feet right now are absolutely freezing because I do not have lowers on here, but I do have my heated grip, so I'm happy about that. So before I get into the heart of this video, I want to talk about a couple things. First, kind of an announcement, so to speak. For those of you that watch our Sunday night Fireside chat with the boys, which is Bodine52, Harley Day Rider, myself, and we always have a weekly guest. We have been doing this now for close to 9 months, almost 34 or 35 episodes, something like that. Well, when we first started doing this, we had no idea it was going to last this long. We didn't. But some things have come up and life gets in the way, and we are going to take a temporary break. Not permanent, but we are going to take a temporary break. So as of now, this Sunday, when you see this video, will be our last show. Probably, it could be anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. But I want to personally thank everybody that have been in the side chat week in and week out, that have made that Fireside chat so amazing. And I can't tell you, and I know I could speak for the other two guys, we appreciate you guys more than you know. And we look forward to starting them up again in January. So yes, it's a bummer because we will miss it. But again, life does get in the way. And from a recognition standpoint, I want to thank everybody. I had a video recently where I wanted some opinions on some things that I'm going to do during the winter. And it was mainly about different types of shocks and then handlebars. And oh my God, it blew me away the amount of comments that I got on here. So I can't thank you enough for all of your great feedback. Let's go right now, because I didn't want to go left. And the winner, I'd say the clear winner, I'd say probably 70% of the people on the shocks. The bars were a little bit different. The bars kind of had a different take on what was good, what was not good. But Legend suspension, I'd say 70% of the folks that were commenting on that said go with that. So my intent is this winter, and it's starting now, obviously being in the 40s. Sometime this winter, I plan on doing an upgrade, either one of those or two of those. And I appreciate it. So thank you very much for the feedback on that. It was very, very beneficial. On YouTube, I'm actually a very private person. Now, it doesn't seem that way if you watch my videos. I'm very energetic. I'm very open with a lot of things. But there are certain things I choose not to talk about. And you hear this a lot from certain people. They don't talk about religion. They don't talk about politics. I rarely talk about my work specifics. That's just me. There are certain things I do not share. I went into YouTube as a hobby. I went into YouTube to meet great like-minded people, and I've done that. I've met that goal. Not to be the biggest, definitely not to be the best, just to have fun and enjoy life on two wheels and me just sharing some stories along the way. So saying that, I really debated today about making this video, and I'm going to explain why in just a second. So recently, I've had some pretty tragic things that have happened to me, and I've also, on the same token, I've had some friends that have had some serious bad news. And I'm trying to spit this out the best I can because it is kind of emotional. My wife's cousin, who I saw growing up in his early 30s, was recently killed in a boating accident. And how it happened was just horrible. He was in a boat, and it was in a little bit of rapids, and he was out swimming with his 3-year-old daughter and his mom, and the rapids took him. And just before, that sucks, just before he got taken away, he grabbed his daughter and threw her on the boat, and he got swept under the water, and they found his body a day later. Early 30s. But a week later, my cousin, who I haven't spoken to in a long time. You know, I grew up with her, but I haven't spoken to her in a long time. You know, she's my age, and she had in a boat too, and I'm not trying to say boats are horrible, but she was in a boat with her husband and her young daughter, and they were in a wreck, and her husband lost his life. She got so banged up, she's going to be in a wheelchair for the next 6 months. Her daughter's going to be okay. But just like that, 2 people in my family dead. I've had 2 good friends, and actually I've known of 3 now that have come down with COVID. I know that you guys probably know them. I'm going to let them share that. It's not my place or my point to share this information and who's what. That's on them. They're both okay, but their wives both got it. A motorcycle friend that's on YouTube recently was... a car ran a red light. He broke 8 ribs. Him and his wife were on the bike and he was actually filming. He broke 8 ribs and he's going to be out for at least 8 to 12 weeks recovering. All these things, these negative things that kind of overwhelm you. 2020, it's been a horrible year, right? You got the COVID, you got this whole pandemic, you got everybody stressed out beyond belief on the polarizing election and the parties, Democrat, Republican, either one way or the other. Seems like there's no middle ground anymore. The type of guy I am a very much of an optimist. I always have been. I'm a glass half full. I'm not a pessimist. I've always looked at life where you're going to enjoy life the best you can. And I always live by these words: control what you can control. There are a lot of things I can't control in life. I can't control that my 2 family members were killed. I can't control that 2 of my friends or 3 that got struck with COVID. I can't control that 5 or 6 people at my work recently were diagnosed positive with the same beer virus. I can't control it. I can't let it impact me. I cannot sit here and let fear of things that are going to happen to me dictate who I am. I'm going to continue to be an optimist. I'm going to continue to believe in people. I'm going to continue to think the best of things no matter what the outcome is. Some people might think that's naive. It's not. It's made me who I am. It's made me a person that people can come to. Do I have my breaking point? Hell yeah. You bet I do. Everybody does. Did I almost reach it recently? Yeah. Absolutely. But no matter what, I'm not going to let those things that happen to me, I'm not going to let a polarizing, attitude in this life and what people are going through right now impact me. It's not going to change who I am. And I cannot let that fear seep into me, seep into my personality, because it's just going to destroy me. And I will not do it. God, I'm sounding preachy and I'm sorry. But I am just telling you like how I feel right now. For instance, these are these things that I can't stand, guys. Treat people with respect. Love thy brother, right? Love thy brother. But yet we still have people out there that can't separate emotion from logic. They will end a friendship because they follow a Republican or a Democrat or whatever. I don't get it. I don't mind sharing this. I'm a conservative at heart. I am. I'm a Republican, okay? But I have got a ton of friends that have opposite thinking than I do. Guess what? We're still friends. I might disagree with them on things, but we'll still have a beer together. I'm not going to unfriend them on Facebook because they like a certain party. Grow up. Seriously, the people that do that, grow the hell up. If you have a friend and you dislike them or you end a friendship because of who they follow in politics, are you kidding me? Seriously. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yes, I know there's limits to that. I get it. But at the same time, if you're a good friend with somebody, don't end it because of the way you feel and the way you act towards a certain freaking political party. Ugh. I know I'm going to piss some people off with that, but come on. Why do you think we're in this world the way it is, so damn polarizing? Because of people like you, because you can't freaking get along. You could still have your opinions. You could still have your beliefs, but you still treat each other with respect. You could still sit down and have a decent conversation with someone. I haven't had a day off in 8 days. I've got a high freaking stress job. I've got a ton of shit going on in my life right now. I've got death in my family. I've got friends. I've got COVID. I've got a lot of issues. You know what? I'm okay. I'm definitely okay now because you know what I've been waiting for? I've been waiting to get on this bike. I've been waiting to get on this bike for those 8 days. To clear my head. and it's making me feel great right now, expressing myself. And normally you're not going to see this from me. Normally I'm just a dude on a bike telling stories, try to be happy, try to be fun. That's it. That's me. That's me. That's my personality summed up. If you dig that type of thing, stick around. If you want somebody that's polarizing and hates everybody else, leave. Because that's what you're going to find with me. I try to be cool. I try to make as many friends as I can because I love people. People make the world go around. They sure do. Wow, it sure would be nice if people were respectful to each other no matter what they believe. People that ride get it. People that ride understand that when you get on a bike, it can center you, it can clear your head, and that's why I'm doing this today. So, I might have pissed off some people today, and that's okay. I'm just being honest. You're always going to, no matter what you see on my channel, I'm 100% honest. There's just certain things that I don't share. They aren't. I'll still be who I am. I'm still Colin. I'm still just a laid-back dude that wants to enjoy life, and I'm going to continue that. I am not going to let fear, I'm not going to let bad news, I'm not going to let hate dictate who I am. I'm not. It's not worth it to me. Life is too short to get that upset. Life is too short to be stressed out. It is. I haven't reached my breaking point. This has helped me. This has helped me talking it through, honestly. It has. Now, if I get 10,000 dislikes on this, I'll probably look at it. I was like, yep, people don't get it. People don't get it. My whole point of this video is just to say, it's okay to have stress. It's okay to have depression, to be, all these things are overwhelming. That's okay. You know what you need then? You need friends. You need people who understand you. You need people that'll listen to you. You need to be able to talk. You need to be able to listen. And I've got that, and I'm going to continue to do that. All right, guys, thanks for taking the time. Now get out there and ride and freeze like I am right now because my fingers are starting to get a little cold, even with heated grips. And my feet, well, they're a little numb, but not too bad. Be well, and I'll talk to you guys soon.